Hey everyone, how's it going? My name's Jordan and welcome to JC's Anime Reviews. And in today's video, we are going to be reviewing Ninja Scroll. And before we begin, as always, I would like to let you know whether or not there will be any spoilers. And for this one, I don't think there will be any spoilers, aside from the characters and the plot. I would like to try not to spoil this at all, as I hate spoilers, so that's why in most of my reviews I try not to spoil anything. So I'm going to probably do this at the beginning of every video and let you know how much I'm going to be spoiling or if I'm going to be spoiling anything at all. So yeah, with that said, let's get started. Ninja Scroll is an older anime. It was released in 1993 and was written and directed by Yoshiaki Kawajiri. And I'm really sorry if I pronounced his name wrong. I probably did. But anyways, this film takes place during feudal Japan and it follows a mercenary swordsman named Jubei. And various things happen to Jubei in the beginning of this movie, and he ends up having to battle the Eight Devils of Kimon, a group of ninjas that possess supernatural powers. I like Ninja Scroll a lot more than I thought I would. My dad has been trying to get me to watch it for the past like 2 or 3 weeks because he remembered watching it when he was younger and remembering it being really good. So he's been really trying to get me to watch it. He even went and commented on my Demon Slayer review since I said to let me know any anime you want me to review next. And he commented saying you should review Ninja Scroll next. So here I am trying to please the fans, and I finally watched the anime for you. And it was actually pretty good. So I'm glad that I watched it. Thank you for recommending it to me. So here I am now telling you guys about it and recommending it to you guys. There's a lot of things that I liked about Ninja Scroll. Like, for example, I really like the sword fights, the characters, and probably my favorite thing about the whole anime is that there's a lot of boobs in it. So that's really great. But all joking aside, there is a lot of nudity and violence in this. So I do not recommend showing this to any young kids. They probably shouldn't watch it until they're a little older. But yeah, but seriously though, the sword fights are really good. The sword fights are actually my favorite thing about the anime. I really like the sword fights. They're some of the best that I've seen in anime. They just feel so realistic. Like, for example, there's one scene where they're in like a bamboo forest and he's fighting one of these ninjas, and you could just hear the sound of the swords hitting together, like clanking, and they sound so realistic. And also once in a while he'll like miss the guy and chop down a bamboo tree on accident, and you could just hear the sound of the bamboo falling, and it just sounds so real. Like, it sounds like they went to a bamboo forest, chopped it down, or in sword fought, and recorded the sound and just put it in this anime. It's really good. The animation is also really good. I really like the style of animation that these older animes use, like the ones that came out in the 80s or 90s. They're a lot different from the more modern animes, and I think they're just really cool. They just look almost sort of realistic and anime at the same time, which I really like that. And the animation studio that animated this is Madhouse Studio, and they animated a bunch of other animes that I've seen, and I had no idea that they animated it until I started reading about it. A few that I've seen that they've animated is Trigun, One Punch Man, Death Note, Hunter x Hunter, and No Game No Life. They've animated a bunch of other animes, but those are the ones that I watch, that I know them for, or that I know that they animate now. And I thought that was really cool. I think that they're really good at animating stuff. I think all their animes have really good animation. And yeah, so this one has a good style as well. Also, the main character I thought was really badass. Jubei, he's just really fucking cool. He's awesome. He's probably one of my favorite things about the show. Or not the show, the movie. He's probably what makes it the best. He's just a really cool character. I don't know. There isn't that much of a background for who he is. They don't explain who he is that much, but I still thought that he was very cool, and I enjoyed seeing him on screen. And I think he's a ninja. Apparently, he doesn't totally look like a normal ninja or like your traditional ninja. He's just looks like a guy with a sword, but I still think he's pretty cool. I also really like the villain, Gemma. He's pretty cool. He's the leader of these 8 devils of Kimon, and I thought his ability that he has is really cool. They don't reveal it until later in the movie, so I won't tell you, but he's really strong. Also, he's someone from Jubei's past, so you get to kind of see them fight each other, which was really interesting. And Jubei kind of has more of a reason to fight these guys because he knew this guy before, or knew Gemma before, and I thought that made it a lot better, because before he's fighting these guys, and the reason that he has for it isn't that great. And then when he learns about this guy, he kind of has more of a reason to fight them, and I thought that made the movie a little bit better. once he learns about this guy. So I thought that was really good. I really enjoyed that. Now, there are only a couple things I didn't like about Ninja Scroll, and one of them being that the pacing was a little bit too fast. Like, they don't really take time to explain everything that well. Like, they'll kind of explain something briefly, but they're pretty much just, it's very action, and they're just fighting throughout, like, the whole anime. I mean, there are some scenes where they do rest and, like, don't fight anyone, but it did seem a little fast. But that's one of the only things that bothered me. I think the other thing is that the character development isn't the best. I still really liked all the characters, but they don't give them that much of a backstory or like explain who they are that much. They're just characters and you don't really know who they are that much. So yeah, not too much character like explaining or character development. So those are probably the only two things that really bothered me. But overall, I still think that it's a really good anime. I enjoyed it. I definitely don't think that it's perfect, but I definitely think that you should check it out and give it a watch. I think it's worth the watch. So I'm going to give Ninja Scroll a B. So yeah, overall it's a pretty good anime movie. So if you want to see an anime movie for sword fighting, violence, and boobs, then this is the perfect anime for you. And I watched it on Hulu, and I'll put a link in the description to Hulu, so you can go check it out. I don't think it's super expensive. It's like $7 a month or something like that. So if you want to go check it out, I'll put a link in the description. And with every review, I'm going to start doing this where I'll put links to every streaming service where you can find the anime. So if you don't have, like, let's say if you don't have Hulu, but you have Crunchyroll, and it's on Crunchyroll and Hulu, I'll put a link to both of those, and so you can watch it on whichever one you choose. But yeah, this one I think was only on Hulu. I couldn't find it on Crunchyroll, but it could be on Amazon as well, and I'll do some research on that and put a link in the description if you can find it there as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the review. We're almost at 40 subscribers, which is awesome since we just hit 30 like a week ago. So thank you guys so much for all the support. It really means a lot. You guys are awesome, and I hope that you're enjoying the reviews. I'm enjoying making them, and I'm really glad that I started, and I'm going to keep making them. Also, this week I was only able to put out one video instead of two because it was kind of crazy this week, and I was kind of busy, and I wasn't really able to do two. But next week I should be back to doing 2 videos a week, and some weeks I will do one, but for the most part I'm going to try to do 2 every week. But depending on what happens, I'll tweet about it. So if you follow me on Twitter, I'll put a link in the description to that, so you can go check that out. And I usually tweet if I am not going to be doing 2 that week. So yeah, I did that this week. So yeah, also in the comments below, let me know what anime you want to see me review next. So if you have any anime that you want me to review, let me know, and I will try to do it as soon as possible. Some of them are like 100 episodes, and I'll have to binge watch them, so that might take longer than others. So if you do one that's like 13 episodes, I could try to binge watch that super quick and try to review it. But yeah, let me know in the description. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe since we're almost at 40 subscribers. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.